Big Mike here with
Hayes Entertainment.
Today's episode, we got NFL veteran Chris Calloway.
If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button.
My name is Chris Calloway. I'm with the New York Giants, and I'm coming on with I Only Touch Greatness.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The #1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Just as Felipe Sparks mentored the secondary, Calloway was the father figure for a young Giants. When it came to passing, Connell had no better friend than sure-handed Chris Calloway. Has earned an NFC wildcard berth. In doing so, they set an all-time NFL record with their 23rd postseason appearance. Weapons at his disposal this coming season. Brown makes his right, gets the read, he'll throw it back out to wide open. Calloway, touchdown! Meanwhile, Chris Calloway helped the Giants even their record at 2-2. Now back, looks, knocks, over the middle, he's got Calloway, touchdown!
Brown now rolls to his right, stops, throws to the end of the Calloway, touchdown Giants!
Michael side to the top.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast
Hey Chris, how's
with
it going?
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
What's up? Can you see me?
Yep. Thank you very much for taking the time for us today.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We out to dinner and stuff, but we just finishing up, so I guess I can talk.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good.
Where you at? Where you at right now?
The Yard House.
Okay. Whereabouts though?
LA Live area.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
We're just going to ask you a bunch of questions about football.
I hope I can remember some.
Born in Chicago. What was childhood like, and when did you start playing ball?
Oh man, I started playing ball at Pee Wee League, and across the street from the school in the old vacant lot, we were playing across from Holy Angels. We started playing, and it was an old broken, old vacant lot in Chicago. I'm sorry, so we, I started my career there, and then went to Mount Carmel and played under Frank Lindsay. So that was cool.
And then after high school, you went and attended the University of Michigan and played for the Wolverines. Tell us about your college experience.
Oh yeah, playing under Bo Schembechler. That was in the big house. That was quite an adventure, playing in front of 100,000 people. So that was quite thrilling.
And those jerseys are sweet too.
Is it the jerseys or the helmets? The helmets.
Both.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Both. Yeah.
Did you have any
They're known for their helmets.
Yeah. Did you have any pregame rituals or meals that you would like to have before games?
Well, before college, pregame meal the night before the game, and they had best clam chowder, man. It tasted so good. And then we would eat dinner, and then we would have movie night. Bo Schembechler would have us all in one room. We'll sit there and watch a movie and stuff.
Okay.
Clam chowder at that hotel was cool. But nah, when I got into the pros, I didn't, a pregame meal to eat and, pasta, chickens, spaghetti, stuff like that, carb load and stuff like that. Yeah.
And you had a great college career, putting up 826 yards and 8 touchdowns. What do you think made you have such a successful college career?
Well, I don't know. I didn't start playing until really my senior year. It was an average career. It was an average college career, but I was, fortunate enough to have a good combine and was able to run good routes and catch the ball. That's what got me. Got me drafted the 4th round. But
that led to my next question. Take me back to 1990 when you were drafted 97th overall to the Steelers.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you're just waiting around, trying to see where you're gonna go, and I was happy to go in the 4th, because I really didn't know where I was gonna go.
Had they shown much interest in you?
What?
Had they shown much interest in you?
Yeah, I don't know. You just not the Steelers. No, they didn't.
Huh?
You just never you never knew who was going to draft you. You never knew.
Okay.
And then you had a couple good seasons there. Primarily a backup receiver and special teams player, but you were still able to put up 378 yards and 2 touchdowns. Can you take me back to your first touchdown in the NFL?
I wish I could take you back there. I don't remember that.
It's slow. That was like T-Pain.
I remember my first touchdown. And then Bobby Bristol threw it away.
There you go. We got you back. We must have lost you in the elevator.
Oh, yeah. I'll say I don't remember who threw. Did Bobby Bristol throw that first touchdown to me or what?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't remember. You should remember something like your first touchdown, but I don't.
It was a couple of years ago. It's okay.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. More than that.
And then you signed with the New York Giants, and that's where your career kind of took off there. You spent 7 seasons there, absolute stud wide receiver, putting up nice receiver numbers, 4,710 yards, as well as 27 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was I went from Pittsburgh to the Giants. It was one of those Plan B free agency moves that they just had implemented, and I met with Coach Calloway with the Steelers prior to me leaving. He asked me if I wanted to stick around or explore, the market or whatever. And, I told him that I wanted to, test out free agency. At the time, it was called Plan B free agency. And I ended up trying out for the Steelers. And, when I came out of college, I ran a 4.68 in the combine. That was my 40 time. And when I moved over to the Giants and had a workout with them, I had to run a 40, and I ended up running a 4.55.
Wow,
so
big
a little
improvement.
bit faster. Yeah, well, a little bit bigger, a little bit of improvement, I guess, with the 2 years of professional training and stuff like that. You get a little faster, I guess.
Yeah,
but that's what got me with the Giants. I ran a good time and had a good workout. spent 7 years there, and it was real good. You know, I had Phil Simms my first year, and then, you know, Kent Graham, Danny Cannell, and DeBerg, I think he was there. But those are my quarterbacks there. I didn't get a chance to play with any Hall of Famer quarterbacks, but still had some good ones.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you were the Giants' leading wide receiver for 4 straight seasons from 95 to 98. And set a franchise record with a pass reception in 47 games straight. That's a pretty crazy strat.
Yeah. Yeah. A friend of mine, Rodney Hampton, he would always remind me that I would get mad if it was getting closer to the end of the game and I didn't get a catch, you know. So, you know, because you want to kind of keep that streak going. So if it was just a hitch or a slam, you know, you wanted to get a catch in. You didn't want to go without a catch, you know.
No, absolutely
not. Now today's receivers, they getting all types of balls and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
If you're hosting a dinner party and you must invite 3 famous people, who are you inviting?
Oh, 3 famous people. Dinner party. Michael Jordan. He's one of my sports idols. I think Michael Jordan. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's got to be a comedian. I like. Who do I like?
Yeah, that's one of my questions for you too. Is who's your favorite comedian?
Yeah, I like Cat Williams. I like. I like a couple of other guys, but you know, Cat Williams, he's real funny to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then for some reason, the Giants decided to release you. It must have been a money thing or political thing. I mean, you were leading the receivers for 4 years before that.
You say that was a sad day when they didn't renew my contract or anything, and I had to move on because when you stay with a team for about 7 years, you know, you get to know a lot of people in the front office and, you know, a lot of people in the organization. So it becomes a sad day, you know. And I know some guys have been with the same team for their whole career, and when it's the end, you know, you miss a lot of people. You miss a lot of, you know, staff and people you get to know pretty well. And but you know, I guess it was that time, and Dan Reeves, who was the coach there with the Giants at the time, and then he went to the Falcons. You know, he knew me. He knew what the type of player I was, and you know, he gave me opportunity down there.
And then you finished your career off in New England.
Right. That was like the one of those, you know, hanging on type of you know, moves that I made that my agent, you know, brought me down there to New England and had the opportunity to you know, be coached by Bill Belichick. So
yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was a young Tom Brady on that team too.
Yeah, I mean, I always say we warmed each other up. You know, we were both. I was a backup and he was a backup, and so we would warm each other up. You know, before the game, and you know, because we didn't get a lot of playing time, although I did get some. But yeah, I didn't know he was going to be that type of player that he is now. You know, he's the GOAT now. You know,
that was my next question: is did you know he was going to be that good back then? No, I
didn't know. I always get asked that question, but no, Hell, when he was in college, you never knew he was gonna, make it to the pros, and then he just took it to another level.
And now he's the best ever.
Right. I don't know what type of working out, what type of food he's eating or whatever. He's doing it, though.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite piece of sports memorabilia that you collected over the years?
Oh, I'm not a big sports collector. Maybe some pictures. I have like some Michael Jordan jerseys on the wall. So I think it would be that Michael Jordan jerseys on the wall.
That's a good choice.
I got
I got about 2 or 3 of those. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Metcalf. Well, he's a beast.
Yeah, he is. Did you ever know Terrence?
Terrence,
his dad. Sorry,
Metcalf.
Terrence Metcalf. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't know him personally, but of course, you knew of him and stuff like that. But these guys, man, they 6'3", 4, running a 4.4, 4.3. I mean, that's unfair,
Yeah, he's a freak.
The game has changed, though. The game has changed. I always say, the hits of. If you sit on the sideline or whatever, and you look at a game and you hear some of these collisions, they sound like car crashes, literally. When they collide, man, because I guess the players they're working out different ways of working out, plyometrics and all that stuff, and they're bigger, stronger. So those collisions are going to be a lot harder,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What's one lesson you learned in your time as a professional athlete?
One lesson I've learned: never to burn bridges. Because you this business, you go from team to team to team. And you may run into the same coach on a different team. Or that coach may bring you in when you get cut from the other team. So that's one crucial lesson I learned, is never to burn bridges.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yes.
I really like that one too. That's something I also agree with.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you have a favorite stadium you love to play in, other than the home stadium?
Yeah. I love the West Coast. The West Coast teams like Phoenix, going out to Arizona, LA, because they had the short grass and it was a fast turf. A fast track. Whereas, you go to Philadelphia, that was the worst stadium for me to play in. At the time, they had the second base. The second base was covered because it was all turf, but the second base was covered and it had, you could see cleats. Because they take that piece of turf out. They pick it up, take it out, and put the dirt in there for second base. But it wasn't smooth. You know what I mean? That's how Wendell Davis blew out his knee.
Yeah,
both knees, I think, and it was on that turf in Philly. So, we played on turf. It was a fast track, but it was hard. It wasn't this stuff that they have now. It was just concrete. So. It's different.
Who would you say the best player is you played with and against?
Well, against probably, I don't know. Of course, probably Deion Sanders. He was, especially for me, he was hard for me to beat him deep or even move him. I can move him a little bit. But I don't think he even took me serious. But and with,
well, it's got to be Tom Brady, I guess.
Yeah, well, at the time, but but actually playing with, I I don't know. LT was when I played with LT for. But that was he was ending up on his career, so he wasn't the LT that.
Were you around LT when he was in WrestleMania?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't around him then.
Okay.
But he did still have his nightclub in New Jersey. So
okay.
But
you got to play with Tiki too, right?
Tiki Barber, yeah. I played with Tiki Barber. Michael Strahan, he is another one.
Awesome.
So, and Strahan was just, he was in his prime of his career too, just about, or approaching the prime of his career, towards the end of my time with the Giants. So, yeah, he was probably one of the great ones too that I played with.
Do you keep in contact with any of those guys anymore?
Yeah, sometimes when I, go to New York or what have you, I see the guys, when we have events with the Giants and stuff. Yeah, I see the guys. And a couple, I think one time we went to the show when Mike was on the not Kathy Lee, but he was with what's her name?
Regis and Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. He was with Kelly. Yeah. So we went up to the show, sat in the audience and stuff. But yeah, you get to see him. A lot of guys. I'm close with Rodney Hampton. He's in Houston where I am.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of other guys that Lemuel Stinson, who played for the Bears. He lives in Houston. So it's a lot of guys down there.
That's awesome. It's always good to keep in touch with those guys. I mean, those are the best times of your life. Those are the best times of your life, probably.
Yeah. That's what you miss most when you retire. Of course, you miss the money and the contracts and stuff like that, but you do miss the camaraderie. And it goes all the way back to college. That locker room and those guys in college. You always remember that, and then the years you play in the NFL and the friends that you make, and off seasons and stuff like that. And those and that's why we have a lot of reunions and stuff like that. Bring guys in, and you get to see them every year. If you go to the Super Bowl, you get to see some of your friends too. So,
absolutely.
And I was going to a lot of Super Bowls. Especially if they're in Miami or Arizona or stuff like that. I like to go to those Super Bowls and see a lot of those guys.
If there was a 25th hour in a day, what are you doing with that hour?
25th hour?
Probably sleep.
Sleep, yeah, maybe sleep. Yeah. Yeah, maybe sleep.
Hey, Chris, what are you up to these days? I know after your career, you kind of opened up a club for a bit. And
never do that again. That was a bad move, unless you have some disposable income. But, never do that. But I'm raising I got a 3-year-old daughter, and I'm down here in Houston and raising her and, trying to stay out of trouble, and making sure she stays active, and I'm trying to tell her to see if she could pick up golf, but I don't. You never know what they're gonna do at 3.
Of course. You gotta groom her into being a professional athlete, though. Someone's got to look after dad.
Or pay for college. One of the two.
Exactly.
But I don't know. We'll see what she's gonna do.
I'm going through that right now, trying to train my 3-year-old nephew how to golf.
Oh, okay. Well, so yeah,
it's hard. They don't get grass. They just want to pick up the flag and put it to the next hole.
Right. So either they're going to be naturals or suck at it. Basically.
That's right.
It's golf is hard enough. So I don't.
Hey, Chris, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for us today and coming on. Obviously, we're big fans of yours, and we were when you played, and we can't wait to put the episode out. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyTouchGreatness.com.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.